Hey guys, good day to you all. So today I'll be showing you guys how to make a 5 by 5 closure wig. If this is your first time coming across my channel, you're very much welcome. And to all my old subscribers, thank you so much. If you don't know by now, I make my wigs from scratch, which begins with lace ventilation, but I'm afraid there isn't enough time to include the process in this video. Feel free to check out my channel for tutorials on how to make lace closures if you are interested. So guys, I'm just going to go ahead and bleach my closure using olive oil bleaching powder in gold color paired with Assurance 40 volume developer. I'm going to mix it up until I get that pasty consistency, and then I'm going to apply the bleach to the back of the lace closure using the head of my comb. Please be sure to apply the bleach gently, as you do not want to risk the bleach getting to the root of the hair, thereby causing over bleaching. The purpose of bleaching our lace closure or frontals is so that they can, look natural and to get rid of those black knots. After applying the bleach, I'm going to place the closure on an aluminium foil, which will help to conserve the heat and make the knots to bleach faster. And I'm going to pull up the hairs that are laying on the surface of the lace to prevent over bleaching. And after 10 to 20 minutes of bleaching, I wash it off, and this is what it looks like, but it looks a bit brassy. So I'm going to apply my purple shampoo or toner, to rectify the issue. I'm going to do it for 5 to 10 minutes, and then I'm going to wash it off. And oh my god guys, you see what it looks like? It looks very natural. Suddenly all those black knots that were there initially has disappeared, and you see that the lace now blends much better to my skin. So the next step is plucking. I'm going to go ahead and hot comb the closure, so if there's any flyaways that gets out of the way. So I'm going to part the hair in the style I want to style it. So I'm going to part the closure in the way I want to style it, and then I'm going to hot comb it one more time so everything is flat and we can see what we are working with. So I'm going to apply water. You can touch water and just apply it on the hair, or if you have a spray bottle, use that. And then I'm going to use my tweezer to pluck the hair. Plucking is quite it's a skill that once you start doing it, with time you get better at it. But one advice I'm going to give to my viewers is you pluck and you skip. You don't pluck the same place twice. You pluck and skip, and then you come back and pluck again. So as I'm plucking, I use my comb to comb out the hair, so that if there's any hair that has been plucked out, we will comb it out so we can see how far we have gone. We will know if we should stop or we should continue plucking. Yeah. So guys, in a moment I'm going to show you guys what the plucked side looks like. I'm going to compare both sides, and this is what it looks like. This is the plucked side now, and this is the unplucked side. You can already tell the difference between the two. The other one looks natural, while the other one is a little bit full. So I'm going to go ahead and pluck the other side, just to make it even. And when you're plucking, focus behind the baby hairs. Focus behind the baby hairs. So what I'm going to do now is, now that I've plucked for some time, I'm going to part out the baby hairs, and I'm going to pluck behind like the baby hair. That's the hair now. The hair now that we're seeing after I parted the baby hair out. I'm going to pluck that side because that is the place we should focus on. That is the full part of the closure. Understand? So now that I've plucked it, I've already, I can already see that it's started to come together. So I'm going to put the baby hair back, and then I'm going to pluck it all together, using the vision that I've already seen. So when you're plucking, how you know that you're actually doing the right thing is you're going to be seeing this kind of lines. I don't know if you guys can see it in this video. There are lines that are forming in that closure. Can you see it? Lines of hair, kind of lines. That's how you know that you're actually doing the correct thing. The line should not be They should not be too spaced out. If it's too spaced out, you're doing it the wrong way. Because it's not going to look very natural. Actually, to end up looking scanty. To look like your closure is actually bowed in. So the next step is sewing the wig. I'm going to place the wig cap on the mannequin head. I'm going to measure out my client's head size on the mannequin head, and from our hairline to the nape is 14.5 inches. I've measured that out. I'm going to pin it the wig cap to the mannequin head, and then I'm going to pin down our closure to the wig cap. Yeah, so when you're placing your 5x5 closure on a wig cap, you want to give a space of 0.5 inches in the front. When I zoom in, you're going to see the space I'm talking about. I'm going to pin the back using my T-pin. Then I'm going to pin the sides. Make sure that everything is flat and super tight, because if it's not tight, when your client wears it or when you cut the wig cap under, you're going to see ripples. You understand? So I'm going to make sure that everything is pinned down flat before I sew it down. Yeah. Then after that, I'm going to go ahead and pack the hair so that we don't have any hair that is getting in the way when we are sewing the wig. Understand? Or the closure. So now I'm going to sew down the closure to the wig cap. This is how I like to sew down my closure. Some people like to use machine to sew down the closure, but this is the way I prefer it. It has never failed me. Okay, so yeah. Sewing the closure, I'm going to move down to sewing down the bundles to the wig cap. This hair came with 4 bundles, yeah, and I used 1 bundle for the closure. I'm going to actually use like a whole bundle for the closure. There were some that were remaining. I'm still going to sew it into this wig. Yeah, so this is how I sew down my wefts to my wig cap. So pay much more attention if this is your first time actually making a wig. So when it comes to sewing down tracks, there's something I do. I call it the fold over method. It's when you get to the end of the wig cap. You just, instead of cutting the weft and continuing in the next line of sewing, you just fold it over like this, just like I'm doing in this video. I use my T-pin to pin it down to the wig cap, and then I sew down the folded parts to the edge of the wig cap. It's much faster compared to cutting the weft, cutting the thread, tying the thread, and moving to the next line again. It's time consuming, but when you do it like this, it's much faster, and you don't have to really retying your thread to sew down the remaining bundles to the wig. So now I've got into the closure part. If you notice, when I was sewing this wig, I was using double tracks, but once we get to this area, we're going to use a single track. Yeah, so I'm going to sew down this single track to the edge of the closure, exactly where the hair ends in the closure. That's where I'm going to sew it down. You know. Now that we're done sewing down the wig, I've already gone ahead and straightened the rest of the hair, remaining the closure part of the wig. So I'm just parting out the hair. I'm using my Nova hair straightener to straighten this hair. I've been using this Nova hair straightener for years and it works just fine. Yeah, so this is how I straighten my hair. I'm so sorry guys, I wasn't able to to include a video where I was styling this wig, but I think I will make another video where I style a wig, perhaps a different wig, not this one. Yeah, so let me know if that's something you guys would be interested to see in the comment section down below. So this is what the wig looks like after it has been styled and straightened. The closure is plucked to perfection. What do you guys think? Let me know what you guys will rate this wig in the comment section down below. In another clip, I'll show my clients wearing the wig and you can see how it looks on her. Personally, I love the outcome of this wig. Well, let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. And let me know what kind of video you will be expecting to see soon. Guys, so the queen of the moment came to try out the wig and oh my god, does she look good. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Sass 100% per 100% glueless lace wear. Oh, see fine girl, see fine girl. Cardi B, beware, beware, we have your replacement, Cardi B. Oh, thank you. If you're watching this video and you are still here to this part, thank you so much for watching, and please don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching and remain blessed. See you soon and bye.